Greetings, YouTube. I imagine that most people watching this have grieved at some point in their life. I can remember one of the stories about Buddha where a woman brought her dead child to Buddha and said, "Please bring my child back to life." And he said, "I will do so if you can bring me a mustard seed from the home of someone that has not suffered." And she went to home after home after home, and they were suffering in every single home. And then she got it. That sometimes life is suffering, and then we have to grieve. I'm going to be linking to a discussion on Metafilter about the classic 5-step grieving process, which is touted again and again and again and again, and is apparently bull. It just simply, it doesn't operate that way in the real world. I'm going to give you a quote from the article. Grief is as individual as love. Every life, every path is unique. There is no predictable pattern and no linear progression. And that is real darn true. There isn't. How you handle grief is you, as individual as you are. You may never display any outward sign if you're grieving, and that's okay. You may fall into a manic state or depression. Well, I hope you recover. No one should judge you for that. If that's your grieving process, that's your grieving process. As long as you're not hurting yourself and others, that's just the way you're dealing with it. Sometimes you know somebody's on the way out, and their ending, their passing across the rainbow bridge can be a gift because they're not suffering anymore. Sometimes people leave too early. Heck, sometimes pets leave too early. We just lost Makana not long ago, and he was only 12. That's not old for a cat. We've had cats live to 22, and I would have liked to have him around for 5 or 6 more years. But that's not what happened. His heart just couldn't take it, and then we made sure that his passing was painless. I know that demographically, most of the people watching this are not teenagers, so you've experienced this. But I also understand that there are teenagers who have too. You may have lost grandparents or aunts and uncles. I'm hoping you didn't lose parents or siblings or friends. But I am speaking about this in America, where sometimes people go to work, or they go to the grocery store, or they go to school, and they don't come home. And in that case, righteous anger is part of your grieving, and I can fully understand that. I will never be able to fathom the depths of the experience of losing a child in a mass shooting, but I can imagine that it is world ending, that it signals the end of one thing and the beginning of something else, and that second thing is real ugly. And how you survive that is up to you. And it's your journey, and you should take it. There is no one way to grieve. There's no right way. There's no wrong way. There's just your way. I hope you figure out how to do it. And I implore you to seek out help if you need it. A friend, a religious leader that you trust, a therapist. I'm a big believer in cognitive behavior therapists. Changed my life. When I started this video, I wanted to talk about grieving. And I hadn't intended to end up crying. But here we are. They tell you it's a strange sensation having a beard and tears roll down your face. Grieve as you want. Don't let anyone tell you you're doing it wrong. Just come out the other side.